Hello! Today we're going to discuss 6 signs that a student is struggling with a mental illness. Anxiety and depressive disorders are the most diagnosed mental illnesses currently affecting people across the country, especially teenagers. Mental illness affects teenagers in many ways, including their relationships, their mood, their energy levels, and their academic performance. With the suicide rates among teenagers gradually increasing, it is now more important than ever for parents, teachers, and administration to be familiar with the signs of mental illness. A truant student is late or absent frequently. Some students do not come to class or repeatedly show up late. Parents and faculty might think that the student is a troublemaker or lazy, but in reality, he or she may be depressed. Depression can cause teenagers to feel tired and have a lack of energy. A student with anxiety may also find it difficult to be in large crowds, which makes attending school hard. Not turning in homework can also be a sign of mental illness. A student with anxiety may overthink the assignments or have elevated stress that causes him or her to give up on completing the tasks. This can lead to low levels of concentration or cause the student to feel easily overwhelmed. Students with depression may also have difficulty paying attention in class and may be more reluctant to ask for help. This may cause them not to understand material and to feel helpless when it's time to complete their homework. Not everyone likes to spend time with friends at school, but if you notice that a student spends most of his or her time alone, he or she might be struggling. This could mean the student has difficulty connecting with peers or maintaining friendships. If you notice that a student eats alone every day or avoid groups at school, it's time to check in with them. Students often have poor grades for various reasons, but if a student is struggling with a mental illness, their grades might be affected. But do not be fooled. Students with high grades may also be having trouble. These students may be perfectionists or have high expectations, resulting in guilt and sadness when they fail to reach their goals. Facial expressions and body language are another important thing to notice. Students who have no facial expressions, frowns, make little eye contact, or have closed-off body language may be struggling. Even though facial expressions and body language can be a telling sign, it is not always accurate. Students struggling with depression and anxiety can often smile and laugh as well. It's good to check in with people from time to time, just to ask how they're doing. Teens in high school are entering the age where they might start experimenting with drugs and alcohol. Teens who are struggling with a mental illness may use drugs or alcohol to self-medicate. If a student is using drugs, it can be a sign that they need help. These are just a few signs that indicate a student may be struggling with a mental illness, and this is not a complete list. Mental illness symptoms manifest differently in every person. If your teenager needs someone to talk to, please contact your student's counselor.
Created using Powtoon.